Give it a minute while it gets out to every platform here. See how that's going.
They say we gotta go back to the good old days of pride. But tell me, when was that? If you were black, we were just alive. Was it freedom on the auction block or silence in the kitchen sink? Was it war for gold and oil while the poor forgot to drink? Oh, make America great again with a pretty little lie. Wrapped up in red hats, hating scripture while the rest of us just die. You want power, not a country. You want silence, not a friend. You don't want to make it great. You want to make it yours again. You loved when the kitchen burned so long as you were fed. You praised the flag at football games while kids in cages wept instead. You cheered.
All right, welcome everybody. Good morning. It is approximately 11:45 this morning. We are starting a little bit later today. I did have some things that I had to do this morning, so we are here now, and that's the important part. So, good morning. This is Revved Up with Rev. It is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. I am your host, Rev Hayes, and we are here this morning to get grounded, to get our days set with intention, and to get some things accomplished. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Our opening grounding. So, good morning and welcome back to, again, Revved Up with Rev, where we take control of our mornings instead of letting the world take control of us. Before we do anything else, breathe with me. Roll the shoulders back, loosen the neck, and let your lungs fill all the way. And let that exhale carry yesterday away. Today is Thursday, and Thursday is powerful because it's the day where intention beats momentum. Yesterday might have been messy. Tomorrow might be loud, but right now is still yours. And you showed up, which means your day already has direction. So thank you for that. Round of applause to yourself. Great job. Way to go. Thank you for showing up. And good morning to everybody out here in the chat. Let's hear where you're from today. Perfect. Anyway, as those come in, let's get the tone set. So here's the theme for today. A plan doesn't change your life. Your consistency does. Listen to that again. A plan doesn't change your life. Your consistency does. We're so conditioned to wait for perfect timing, perfect energy, or perfect alignment. But you don't need perfection. You don't need perfect. You need presence. You need willingness. And you need today. And today, we're going to build that consistency in real time. And with that being said, I would like to get on to the 3 daily goals. So let's get on to that. A little early this morning with it. It's all right, family. Let's get into this 3 daily goals. If you're new here, these are the pillars that anchor your day. They're not complicated. They're not meant to overwhelm you. They're meant to give you structure in a world designed to scatter you. So goal number 1, one thing for your future self. What is one action today that moves tomorrow forward? Put it in the chat. Say it out loud. Write it down. Externalize it. When you externalize an idea, it helps it become a reality. Grab a journal. whether it's a piece of note paper from your house, whether it's the House of Hayes notebook from the People's Provision Store, whether it is the 21-day journal by Rev Hayes available on by ebook on Barnes and Noble, whether it's just a piece of scrap paper, externalize it or just speak it out loud. Goal number 2, one thing for your present self. This is about care, clarity, and nourishment. What does your body, your mind, and your heart need today? And goal number 3, one thing for your community. A check-in, a message, an act of kindness, helping someone move the needle. Community is how we survive and how we win. And who has some goals from yesterday that they might have achieved? Who has their goals for today already written out or determined? Feel free to share. Looks like someone has accomplished all their goals yesterday. They made them small and obtainable, but it definitely helped make them feel better about their day, and they woke up with better motivation this morning. That's fantastic. Fantastic. So, now that we're anchored, I want to dive into something I promised you all, a deeper look into the 21-day Soul Shift Journal and how this program isn't just a workbook. It is a psychological reset. It's a blueprint for building consistency, clarity, and self-trust. So with that being said, I would like to get into why Soul Shift works. And let's talk about that. And so I can see myself on here and you can see me. I'm going to share the 21-day Soul Shift Journal with you all. On my screen, you should be able to see that. So let me tell you something real. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they're overwhelmed. The Soul Shift framework was built to counter that. Small actions, clear direction, and self-accountability done with compassion instead of shame. Because shame never builds anything. It's only a tool to tear things down. Compassion builds things. Consistency builds things. And community builds things. You don't need to change through force. You change through intention. And as you can see, I'm sharing my screen here with the 21-day Soul Shift Journal brought up in text form from the original document. And I want to show you something. With this PDF pulled up, let's walk through a couple points. The day structure, intent, action, reflection. Why the days are short to reduce overwhelm. The psychology behind stacking wins. And the importance of writing, internalizing, and acting. All these things. So if you go through this with me, you can see there comes a point when survival isn't enough, the introduction states. When you're tired of the cycles, the noise, the disconnect, and you realize the only way forward is inward. The 21-day Soul Shift Journal was born from that space, a meeting point between stillness and movement, discipline and grace. It isn't about perfection or productivity. It's about alignment. It's about remembering who you are beneath the chaos of the world and rebuilding your rhythm one sunrise at a time. For 21 days, you'll breathe, stretch, and set 3 intentions. You'll track how your mind, body, heart, and spirit move through that change. You'll reflect honestly, not harshly, and you'll trade self judgment for curiosity. Because transformation doesn't come from force, it comes from rhythm, from the quiet, consistent act of showing up for yourself. This journal is your mirror, your coach, and your calm. Use it as a guide, not a rule book. Some days you'll write pages. Other days, a single word will be enough. What matters is that you keep showing up, breath by breath, day by day, shift by shift. Welcome to your recalibration. Welcome home. So, how to use this journal? Step 1, ground. Step 2, align. And step 3, act. And then for the final step, step 4, reflect. If you miss a day, don't punish yourself. Just restart the rhythm. It does take 21 days consistently in a row. So if you do miss a day, it's not about punishing yourself. It's about restarting and keeping that momentum going until you have 21 consecutive days of it. Growth is not linear. It's a dance, and that's why it takes rhythm. For some gentle movements to begin your day, no perfection, no pain, just presence. You can see in the 21-day soul shift journal, we have a few exercises you can start your day out with. A deep breath, a gentle seat twist, back and forth to crack your back, or extend your back, excuse me. Roll your shoulders forward. Do some neck rolls, some arm circles, and stretch your knees. There's also some lying down exercises where you can bring one knee to your chest, each side. A gentle spinal twist where you breathe through the movement. And a full body reach, working on breath movement as well. Move however your body allows, and what matters is the breath. So do which ones are comfortable for you and are accessible for you. And then the next part of the journal is the call to change. What behavior or pattern do I want to change? Why does this matter to me? Who will I become when I make this change? And there are spaces to write all that down. And then comes the 21-day commitment, where you will make the statement for the next 21 days, I commit to becoming the kind of person who blank by doing blank every day. And then we have the plan. Broken down in 3 weeks, you will have a focus word for each week, a theme, an intention, and a reward or celebration that you'll give yourself. Something small. And then you'll have a daily reminder mantra. And write out your support circle, because it's important to have people around you, whether it be an online friend, a family member close to you, a family member that you talk over the phone with, whoever it may be. Make sure you have someone in your support circle. If that's something you find you're lacking, reach out to me. We have one built for you already. Our doors are always open. And then the goal builder is the next section of the 21-day Soul Shift Journal. What is your goal, your project title, the purpose, why it matters, the target date, 5 steps to completion, and then a milestone check. What progress have I made? What obstacles am I noticing? And what needs to adjust to keep moving forward? And then we get on to the 21-day Soul Shift Journal daily pages. So, starting with day 1, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm ready to grow. Every day has an affirmation for you built into it. Morning activation. Are you doing 3 deep breaths, neck rolls, shoulder rolls, posture check, all of the above? One. Maybe you just do one. No worries. You pick what works for you. And then the soul check, where we're actually taking a look inwards and checking on our souls. On a 1 to 10 scale, how is your mind, body, heart, or spirit feeling? And what's a few words of reflection? And then my 3 daily goals, where you can fill out your goals for that day. After that, we have the momentum map task list. Some things you can map out as far as your momentum in this journey or what tasks you might have ahead of you for the day, with also a column to list low, medium, or high energy, depending on how much energy you think these tasks will require from yourself. This can help you plan your day out. When you know how much energy a task might take, you can rearrange the tasks that you need to accomplish by the energy levels that you may have throughout the day. And then we go to the soul notes, the journaling section. Write freely without judgment. And while there might only be a little bit of room here in the journal, feel free to write as many pages as you would like, whenever you want. And then we do an evening reflection. After we set our goals and got ourselves going for the day, we come back at night, maybe before you're going to bed, maybe while you're eating dinner or after dinner, while you're sitting down watching TV. You might just open the journal and write down what went well today. What challenged me? What am I proud of? And what is my energy level here at the end of the day? And then an alignment check. Was your day aligned with your goals? Was your day not aligned with your goals? Maybe it was somewhat aligned with your goals. And then we go to day 2. And I'm not going to go through all 21 days here, but you get the idea. So if this is something you think would be helpful for you, this is available right now as an ebook, and I will hopefully have by Monday the paperback book available online on Barnes& and Noble, and I'm hoping Amazon as well. So what I wanted to get to, though, was the weekly checkpoints. After 7 days of our daily goals, over a 3-week period, we will have 3 weekly checkpoints, 1, 2, and 3. Week 1 reflection, real change whispers before it roars. What patterns am I noticing? Where am I resisting growth? What feels easier now? And one adjustment I can make for this week, or for next week, excuse me. And then there's a section for notes. And then we go back. So that is essentially what the 21-day soul journal is 21 days of journaling and writing and keeping track of where your goals, your soul, and your energy are. So if this feels like something that could be of use to you or of interest, please check it out. Again, barnesandnoble.com has it right now as an ebook, and the paperback copy will be available hopefully next week. And what I wanted to get to is to the very end. When you get to the completion and recommitment, the shift doesn't end, it evolves. What was the most powerful moment of this journey, it'll ask you? How has my perception of myself changed? And which habits feel most natural now? And what is my next commitment? Where you get to sign it then, and this isn't something you turn in, this is for yourself. Remember, this is all a commitment or a transformation to yourself. And then you get to choose, am I recommitting? Am I transforming? With some notes and insights to keep the energy moving. Then I offer a closing reflection. So that is the 21 Days Soul Shift Journal. I appreciate you kind of going through that with me, and hopefully that was not too mundane or boring. But thank you again for listening. So with that being said, I want you to remember that this journal is not homework. It is the scaffolding for your new life. This is you choosing clarity over chaos. And I'd like to go to the next segment, which is community announcements and Q&A. Do we have anybody that has any questions, thoughts, concerns on the 21-day soul shift journal or anything else? And for those of you joining us on YouTube, thank you. Facebook, LinkedIn, Substack, we appreciate you all for showing up today and coming here, whether this is your first day at Revved Up with Rev or if this is your fourth day. We appreciate you. You're showing up now. That's what matters. And you can dive in at any time to start up with your 3 daily goals and get your 21-day soul shift journey started. And I'm telling you all right now, I know you're hiding out there in the comment section. I see you. I'm going to bring you up one of these days. No, I wouldn't force anybody to do anything like that. But if you would like to come up, please let me know. I'll drop you the link. You can come up and let's hear about your goals, how that's going for you, and where you are in your journey. And as always, you can support me at Rev Haze, that is Haze, on most platforms. And if you'd like to pack a bowl for Rev, you can do so at ko-fi, that is ko-fi.com/Rev Haze, Revhaze. If you like what we're doing and would like to support us, please do so. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, send it to your stories, whatever you might do. Also, if you're just joining with us now and you have not seen Revved Up with Rev before, you can catch all the previous episodes on my YouTube, youtube.com// Rev Haze. And on there you will see in my playlist section, I do have a Revved Up with Rev section, which will have all clips and past episodes in there at your convenience to watch. So feel free to subscribe to me there. Give me a shout out and let me know what you're doing with your 3 goals. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you. And so, does anybody have anything they'd like to share as far as their 3 goals go before we move on to the next section? Well, we will move forward. So, for the next segment, I would like to get into what we call, not that, excuse me. So for the next segment, I would like to get into what we call the recommitment ritual. So if you're just joining us, this is Revved Up with Rev. It is Thursday morning, 12/11/25 at approximately 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are discussing our 3 daily goals, the 21-day soul shift journal. We went through the actual journal itself today a little bit, and now we're on to our recommitment ritual. So I want you to put your hand on your chest, right here. Tell yourself, I am showing up for me today. Not perfectly, not dramatically, and not for applause. Just honestly, and breathe into that. Feel that your day is now built on intention, not reaction. And do it again. And we're not pledging here with our hands on our hearts. We're just trying to feel our own heartbeat. And tell yourself, I am showing up for me today. Not perfectly, not dramatically, and not for applause. Just honestly. So, how's everybody feel after that? Feeling good? Feeling better? Are we feeling centered? That's the real question. That is the real question. My hair is in my face. So, with that being said, if we don't have any requests up as a guest, I can certainly move this thing along for today, as it is a little later than our day already. And I probably bored everyone to death with our 21-day soul shift journal reading or overview. But I hope not. I hope it was interesting for you. I hope you find it to be something of use. And, you know, you don't have to buy my book. You can essentially take the same idea and write it down on any notebook. Write down just your 3 daily goals every day and write down your overall behavior or lifestyle or whatever new change might be or new habit that you're trying to form for your 21-day soul shift. Write that down and then write down every day what the goals are and where you're at. Check in on your soul and do a weekly check in. And you can do that on your own. I appreciate the support if you would like to purchase the book, and hopefully that is helpful for you. But again, never any commitment required there. So, with that being said, again, you can always pack a bowl for Rev and check me out on all the different platforms. Facebook at Woke as Folk, Rev Hayes on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Substack, as well as find Woke as Folk on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and I think there's another one. I can't Threads, excuse me, as well as Blue Sky. So check us out there, follow us, like us, and we'd love to see you out there. I'd love to hear anybody's thoughts. If this is helping you, please let me know. I'm hoping people are finding something to take out of this. So I appreciate you all coming. It's been a great first week. We have our 1 day left this week, so it's not over yet. We will be here again tomorrow, a little bit earlier in the morning than we were today. So we look forward to seeing you then. I would love to give you my closing call to action right now. And just want to tell you, everybody here, if you are doing this journey with me, please let's stay connected. Subscribe again on YouTube at Rev Hayes, so you don't miss these live sessions. If you subscribe to my YouTube, anytime I go live, you will get notifications as long as those are turned on. Join the Substack. I have free or paid subscriptions over there. Most of what I do is for free subscription. I will put out an occasional paid subscriber thank you or an extension to what I'm already posting out there. But I'm not trying to limit access. I'm just trying to make sure my articles are getting out to the people that want to read them. And if people are wanting to support me further, I would like to provide something for that support to say thanks. And you can always jump into the Woke as Folk LinkedIn page and Facebook communities as well, or hop into our Discord at Woke as Folk. You can message me on any of the platforms or just leave a comment saying you went in and we can get you a link. And you can also, one more time, support me on Ko-Fi. That is ko-fi.com/RevHayes. So, and remember, after every live, we head right over to the Revved Up with Red Discord chat for the community debriefing and community discussions. So I want you all to remember that you do not have to walk this alone. And that's the whole point of doing this. That's why I'm here talking to you now. That's why we're trying to build this community up so that people don't have to feel alone when going through these journeys. So, what I ask of you today, or would like to tell you today, is go create your day. Don't inherit it. Go choose your path. Don't just drift into one. And remember, your power shows up the moment that you do. So I'll see you over in the Discord. Let's get revved up, and you have a great rest of your day. We have Chevy over here. Good morning, Chevy. Always as I'm headed out, huh? And before I do leave, Chevy, I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind participating, what is your 3 goals from yesterday. How did those go? And do you have your 3 goals set for today? And maybe she's not wanting to respond. I'm also not sure if the chat is working. It seems like someone is trying to. All her goals are met. Okay, she did come through. Perfect. That's awesome to hear. All goals were met yesterday. Congratulations, Chevy, on that. Big news. Let's get a little clapping going on. That one's for you, Chevy. And Chevy, I hope you had a sense of accomplishment after that. I do remember after talking to you yesterday, it seemed that way, and I'm happy to hear that. I hope your blood work went well this morning. And I'm going to head over to the Discord so we could talk about your goals that were met yesterday and what your goals are today. So I will see you over there. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. You all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Well, some people might not be so early, but we'll see you in the morning. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day.
They say we gotta go back to the good old days of pride. But tell me, when was that? If you were black, we were just alive. Was it freedom?